Hello, welcome to today's commerce section, 11th standard. We are reading chapter 7 Cooperative Organization. Under that, in part 2, today we are going to discuss about principles of cooperation. Let us first see what are the principles of cooperation. Voluntary and open membership, democratic member control, members' economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training and information, cooperation among cooperatives, concern for community. Based on this, we are going to discuss each point individually. First, let us see the first point, voluntary and open membership. So, as we all know that cooperative organization is a voluntary organization, which means it is formed voluntarily. Any member belonging to the same locality can join as a member in a cooperative organization, whichever is in their locality. So, nobody is going to compel them to become a member. They do it with their utmost willingness. They can become the member anytime, and on the other hand, they can quit their membership also anytime. So, it is called as it is a voluntary organization. Next, it is open to all people to use its services and willing to accept the responsibilities. So, the person who become member of a cooperative society, they use the services that is provided to them by the cooperative society. What are all the services that is provided to them by the cooperative society? It can be of quality goods, low price goods, and many other facilities to protect the lower class and the middle class peoples. So, there are many services that are rendered by different types of cooperatives, which we are going to study in the forthcoming session. So, the member of the cooperative society can make use of the service of the cooperative society. On the other hand, they have to accept certain responsibilities that are given to them by the cooperative society. It is open to all people irrespective of gender, social, racial, political, or religious discrimination, which means that a man or a woman, anybody can become a member of the cooperative society without any caste, creed, or color. There is no any difference. Illiterate also can become a member, a politician or a non-politician also can become a member in the cooperative society. The only thing is that they wanted to have the intention to become a member in the cooperative society and make use of the services that is given by the cooperative societies. Let us go to the next principle, that is democratic member control. So, from this point, it is clear that we find democracy in the cooperative type of business organization. So, when we say in the previous point, cooperatives are voluntary organization, now we learn that it is a democratic organization. Democratic means equal rights. It is controlled by its members who buy the goods or services or uses its services. So, we are very clear that who manages the cooperative societies? The members themselves manage as well as control the cooperative society, and they make use of the services that is given to them by the cooperative organizations. They participate actively in setting policies and decision makings. So, now the members themselves set their own policies which is comfortable for them, as well as they take decision on their own. Nobody is going to give any pressure to them to take a particular decision. On the other hand, they take decision which is comfortable to them. They set policies which is comfortable to the members of the cooperative society. That is why it is told as democratic member control. Next, third principle, it is autonomy and independence. So, autonomy and independence are two phases of cooperative societies. They are autonomous, that means they are formed individually. Self-help organization controlled by the members. So, the organization are formed by the members themselves who need to fulfill a certain basic requirements. So, they help themselves with the help of these organization and they control the organization. If they enter into agreement with other organizations, including government, or raise capital from external source, then they do so in terms that ensure the democratic control by their members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. So these persons who become the member in the cooperative society, they join as a member by investing a small amount of capital and they make use of the capital to themselves. On the other hand, suppose if they make any agreement with any other organizations or any other government, they do it in a term that it doesn't affect their democratic control or their members. So they will be very particular in holding their autonomy as well as independence from another organization. Next point is it. Fourth point, members' economic participation. So, from this point, we clear that members contribute equally to the capital of the cooperatives. Any person can become the member in a cooperative society by contributing a minimum amount when they register their name. So, this particular amount which is invested by each and every member is called the capital of the cooperative society. The benefit members in proportion to the business they conduct with cooperation rather than on capital invested. So, when they invest in equal amounts, the benefits that is received from the cooperative society is also equal to the members of the cooperative society. And it is done with equality but not on the basis of the amount that is invested in the capital. Next is that fifth principle of cooperation, education, training and information. So now cooperatives, it states that they provide education and training for the members, elected representatives, managers and employees so they can contribute effectively to the development of their cooperatives. Cooperatives, they provide education and training for the members themselves. They also provide training to the elected representatives. He may be a manager or he may be an employee. When training is provided in an effective manner, their contribution to the society is also done in an effective manner. So, another principle of cooperation is that they provide education, training, and information to the members of the cooperative society. The next principle is that cooperation among cooperators. So, we see that cooperators serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. The main purpose of the cooperative society is what? To serve the people and not to make any profit. So they serve the members in an effective manner. How they do it in an effective manner? They do it with cooperation. So they give cooperation not only in local level but also the same cooperation is found in regional or national or even international level of cooperative organization. Whatever the structure of cooperative be, they work with cooperation among the members. So, this is another principle which the members of the cooperative society follow. The next principle is concern for community. The cooperative societies are very much concerned to the society they are in. They work for the sustainable development of the communities through policies approved by the members. So, cooperative societies mainly serve for the members of the cooperative societies. We have already learnt in the previous point that the members themselves set the favorable policies and take decisions on their own, which will be satisfiable and useful to them. So, they work for the development of the community through the policies which is set and the policies that are approved by their members. When the member will approve the policy, when he finds it comfortable to him, when he finds it satisfiable to him, so such policies are approved by the members themselves. On the other hand, it will be effective enough to the community on the whole. So, these are some of the important points of the cooperative society. These principles are followed in cooperation by the members of the cooperative society, which paves way for the development of the cooperative society. Hope you understood the principles of cooperation. Thank you. Let me see you in the next session.